Good morning from Amsterdam. I have just come off the christening sailing of the Norwegian Prima, and I've been doing some reporting there on behalf of Inside Flyer and Travel Plus Loyalty. So if you would like to see some of my videos from that trip, I will leave a link to that in the video description below. But as I am walking here right now in Amsterdam, I'm making my way back home. The interesting part here, of course, is now finding out how busy is Amsterdam. Now, over the summer it has, of course, been quite chaotic here, but luckily, or hopefully I would say, hopefully it won't be too bad today. And to make things even more interesting, I have luggage that needs to be checked in, because apparently they're also very, very good at losing your luggage here in Amsterdam this summer. So we will see how things go with KLM on our flight to Billund. All right, so I've just come in at the arrivals hall, I think. So I need to make my way up to level 1 where the departures are. And I think we've met our first queue. Oh my. I guess it's a good thing that I arrived early. Well, this will be an interesting trip. Let's see if I make my flight. All right, so we passed the first check. So they only let people actually enter the departures hall 4 hours before their flight. Yeah, interesting. I mean, clearly because they are massively overloaded. Although I think we are traveling on a Saturday, so it's not the most busy travel day normally. So hopefully they will be able to cope with today's traffic. But let's see, I need to find any boarding desk, I guess, where I can, or check-in counter, where I can leave my luggage. So let's find that. And when it comes to checking in your luggage at Amsterdam Airport with KLM, at least in economy class, KLM is hugely betting on automation. And I'm sure this speeds up the process for the airline getting passengers through this area. But if you're an old-timer like me, well, you still prefer the good old ways where you actually interact with human beings. But if you have any troubles, there are still some friendly staff nearby that will guide you through the process. So you are not totally abandoned to the robot army. So I managed to drop off my luggage. It does seem calmer than I had expected. So I think, given that my flight is going around midday, I might have some time to take a look at the visitors terrace, or Panorama terrace as they call it here, from where you should have an excellent look onto the airfield. I have so far never managed to go there because the first times I traveled through here I had no time, and then the pandemic came and the terrace was closed, but now it's open again, supposedly. I don't know where I am, because this looks very very closed. Well, I'll find my way. Well, it helps if you go out the right entrance or exit, but I think it looks like they are building something here at the moment, so a little bit of a confusing moment here, but I think now we are on our way. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying out the terrace. I'm quite happy that we have time for it. Let's see. I see a tail fin of a very cool aircraft. Let me show you. It's the good old Fokker 100. Ah, this is amazing. Let's have a look. Alright, it was just a short visit, but very nice finally getting to the visitors terrace here at Amsterdam and trying that out. Let's head now to the next potential bottleneck, which of course is security. Yeah, to see how things are going there. So what do you know? The sign was right. 22 minutes took it from one side to the other side of security. And quite the pleasant experience as well, because you didn't have to take anything out of your bags. No electronic equipment. You could even, if you had water bottles, you could even take them through security. There's definitely been made some progress over the last few years at some airports. Others still have to learn, but Amsterdam is doing quite well. Quite the easy and pleasant experience going through security, which can often be a hassle. So well done Amsterdam for that. Now, since we managed to pass all potential bottlenecks without any hassle and have plenty of time until our departure, I think it's a good idea to get something to eat, because I haven't had any breakfast yet. And Amsterdam Airport of course offers us a plethora of choices here, from lounges to various cafes and shops in the quite spacious plaza they have right after security. And finally, with a bit of food in my stomach, I could also make my way over to our gate for today, which is B26. Now that is a bit of a walk. Amsterdam Airport is of course a relatively big airport and walkolators are fairly scarce. But again, with plenty of time until our departure time, we can just take it easy and have a little stroll. Now, the issue with coming so early to your gate is of course that you run the risk that there is a different flight being handled from your gate when you arrive. And I guess that's the big conundrum these days. Airports want passengers to arrive earlier at the airport so they can get through security and check-in in time so they can make their flight. But on the other hand, if passengers arrive too early, then you have too many passengers at the airport at the same time, and they're all getting in their ways. So that's, for example, why Amsterdam Airport then has introduced the rule that passengers cannot enter the departure hall until 4 hours before their flight. Now, I don't know if there's a right solution to the problem. That of course is that many airports are simply understaffed, but I do know that this in the vast majority of cases is a homegrown problem for airlines and airports alike that have simply laid off too many staff during the corona crisis, and in many cases despite being subsidized by states to exactly not lay off staff. But no matter what the reasons or the solutions to these problems are, it seems likely to take some time before the system is back in order. And just like that, it has become time for us to start boarding, which in this case will be the much dreaded bus boarding. But I mean, okay, we will be flying on an Embraer ERJ175, and for that it is very common here at Amsterdam Airport to be boarded via bus. So welcome on board flight KL1345, an Embraer ERJ175 operated by KLM Cityhopper going from Amsterdam to Billund, and we will be spending this flight in seat 3F. The seats on board are fairly comfortable and have a great seat pitch. As a reference, I'm 182 centimeters tall. Alongside the safety card you will even find a onboard magazine. Almost like in the good old days, but if you're looking for any sorts of power plugs or USB plugs or even Wi-Fi on board, you will be disappointed. But overall, the cabin is pretty much what you will get with most airlines inside Europe. One thing, however, I always have enjoyed on board the Embraer aircraft are the fairly large tables. But enough talk about the cabin for now, because I think we are more than ready to get going to Billund. So shortly after takeoff, it was time for the onboard service, and here KLM offers its guests free coffee, tea or water, and on this flight a bag of crisps. The cabin crew was friendly and accommodating, although a bit camera shy, but I guess that's fair enough. But given that there is nothing else to do on board the flight, as there is no in-flight entertainment and as mentioned no internet, well, the best thing I could come up with was taking a power nap. And so the short 1 hour flight between Amsterdam and Billund went on without any incidents, and before I knew it, we were already descending in towards Billund Airport. Now, if you like this type of content and would like to see more of it here on the channel, then be sure to leave a like, and of course if you're new around here, you're always welcome to hit subscribe. Alright, with that, welcome to Billund. I need to find my luggage, or should I rather say, hopefully the luggage has arrived with me here in Billund. But while I will be finding out if my luggage has arrived here together with me, it is time to end this video now. I hope you have enjoyed this trip as much as I have, and if you have so, then a like is of course much appreciated, and you are always welcome to hit that subscribe button. With that, thank you very much for having joined me on this trip today, and until next time.